Try and win your answers. Fred Dick is a... He's not a nice guy. Sturm Wind. Ein Drang. How about Power Armor Salvo? Ya bish. Yeah, girl. Slap him around a little bit. So he's weak to Earth, and I believe the opposite. You are weak, yeah. So weak to Earth, weak to Wind. I guess we could focus on one at a time. I don't really know who's worse. Well, we don't have Wind Thrust because I guess I got rid of it. So I can do Terra. Terra is 1.7. These are all 1.9, so... Oh no, I have Wind Thrust. What am I talking about? Alright, never mind. I lied. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go for you. Wind? Wind? Yeah. Let's focus on one of them. And you... So you have... Fire or Wind magical damage. I don't think I've ever actually used this. This seems like it's gonna cost a lot. Why does it cost so much? Okay, so this actually summons something. Alright, so this is new. I've never actually used it, but... So fire or wind? Yeah, let's see what happens. So it literally sits there. Okay. That's kind of cool. I thought it was actually summon based. Maybe I never actually got around to using it. But whatever. Let's focus on one at a time. Yikes, that's not nice. So since they're already broken, we can do cross slash to you. Damn, he does so much damage now. And then, yeah, Kesagiri. Damn it, I wanted a big hit. Wow. You got fuckled. Okay. So, I think I had... It doesn't matter, just do this for now. You really like going after her. You fucking sex. Did you just say the sexist pig keeps hitting Len? Oh shit, she's about to die. So for you, you were weak to Earth, yeah. So Terra for you. I probably should do heal, but I think, yeah, you're basically done. These guys were really easy. I don't remember them being that easy before. Ah. Are you alright? No, I've read fate wrong. I've got to warn Glenn. What's going on? It's Princess Celestia. Her life is in danger. Impossible. How strong are you? Tell me, Frederick, do you really want to build a kingdom based on hatred? I'm doing it so Volandis can finally find its peace. The only peace you bring is one accompanied by death. I don't know if death was here. The war in Volandis has never been about the people, but about power, and you are the same as the previous kings. Always so quick to judge. How can you think you can accomplish anything without getting your hands dirty? God, I'm like burping while I'm speaking. I'm trying not to burp into the microphone. The hatred in Volandis runs deep. If we split the country again, the eternal circle of war will begin anew. I found a way to break it, but for this I need to pay a certain price. A price I pay most gladly. You're gonna have to start an OnlyFans? Because I thought about that too. Enough of these empty words, Frederick. Where is the Grand Grimoire? Grimoire. Glenn, you again. You have to save Celestia. Open the door. Look into the maelstrom. What? Open the door, Glenn. Ah! Ah! What is this pain? What are you doing to me? Timothy, I can't anymore. Don't die, Len. You can't die. You can't leave me alone. You have to take good care of Rob. Do you understand, Gustav? Promise me. I don't remember Rob's story now that I think about it. I will. Oh, this shit fucking gets to me. So you're the last of them. What did what you did to these people, what you did to my son. I will never forgive you. I'm going to kill you. All of Nicaea is sinking, and all its wisdom with it. Look at this guy. Look how young he is. Young Victor. Master, we have to leave. It's not safe here anymore. Look at this mess. They have gone insane, Victor. Eva. So she's one of the church knights. You can't leave us. You have obligations. So that is Sienna. Sienna used to be one of them. Leave the demon's work to demons. I won't partake in this. Think it over, Sienna. You have no evidence. You will be labeled a heretic. Look at yourselves. It was not the poison that sealed your fate, but your ambitions. Her story was also really, really fucked up. So that's Amalia, our healer. That's her backstory. What are these scenes? Very good, Glenn. Keep it open. Keep the door open until I get there. No. Your Highness. Maria. I always knew you were good for nothing, Celestia, but that you would one day raise your weapon against your own brother is something even I never would have expected. He gave me no choice. Silence, you will pay for this. No, wait. Alright, so Len just got killed. This looks bad, right? Don't talk. Amalia, help her. I think I'm beyond savings. Frederick, I love you, but you have to stop. She died. Alright. She's dead. Impossible. She's not supposed to die here. Alright. So, you know how Len's really important? You'll see. Len's very, very, very important. And when Len dies, shit happens. We are free, brothers. Our vessel is broken, our power unleashed, but we are too early. Our plan has failed. It was not yet time for her to die. We could sacrifice ourselves and turn back time. The lives of 3 gods for the price of just a few seconds, but fate would take the same course. She would die again. Then our plan has failed. She was the last of the maidens. The Harbinger will win. So are they vain too? Yeah, I believe so. Because weren't there some that were good? They weren't like the corrupted, insane ones, right? Or am I misremembering it? Because the Vain, didn't they basically, they went insane and they, in a weird way, they kind of became gods, but they were never originally gods, right? If I remember. I think. I don't know. Very well then, let us proceed with the destruction of the world. What's going on? Do you hear that, brothers? Look, in this period of stasis, where even the planet has stopped spinning, this boy can move. Is this part of her plan? Is fate playing with us? Listen well, young man. The fact that your knees are trembling with fear at this very moment has saved the world from its end. When the previous moments repeat themselves shortly, you will have the chance to change fate. Change fate. Now we offer our lives so that she can live again. Our blood calls for hers. We must protect. You must protect her, lad. Do you hear us? If she dies again, it's all over. Yeah. It wouldn't be a JRPG like type game if there wasn't some time travel, you know? What was that? I always knew you were good for nothing, Celestia. But that you would one day... Yeah, so she's basically going to kill her again. What's going on? Silence, you would pay for this. No, wait. Push her out of the way. What reaction speed? Not bad. Hold on, Maria. Your Highness? Hey, look at that. Look at that armor. A sky armor. No, this is an old relic. A seraph armor. I'm not too late. What folly of mine. It's you. Good job, Glenn. You saved Celestia's life. What was that? What were those beings? Here, take the stone. Now get out of here. What are you doing? Yeah. Guan, he is saving your life, Your Majesty, but let's get out of here. Let them go, Maria. I will. Let them go. Yeah, he like... 3 Vain, Van... Is it Vain or Vane? I've always said Vane. Had to die just because I was too slow. Is my strength fading or was I too foolish? It's weird because like there's a scene later when they meet some other Vane and they have a very, very different idea or like I wouldn't even say idea, like they actually like legitimately like hate Glenn. So I don't know. There's some things I feel like I have to play again to understand. The news of victory over Nibrelia spread throughout the world. Volandis became a frightening neighbor to many. For his lords and knights, King Frederick I of Terran organized feasts and showered them with land and gold. All the while, the common people stayed behind in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to their families' death cries that howled louder than the wind. The king had won the war, but he had lost the love of his people. There's obviously going to be a sequel, so maybe more will be explained by then. Yeah, like, the thing is, like, I haven't done post-game, so I don't know if some of it's going to actually get explained then, but, like, yeah, they kind of have to do another game. I don't know if it's actually in production, though. If it eventually will be, I haven't heard anything as far as they're working on it. Celestia was officially branded a traitor by her brother. The story told was that she was the illegitimate child of the late queen and some disloyal soldier. So, wow, he's spreading lies. From a historical perspective, this narrative would turn out to be a grave mistake on Frederick's part, as it gave the resistance groups across the country a guiding light to follow. The kink? What kink? What are you kinking about? Thus, it happened... I'm sorry. My cheeks are getting kind of rosy. I need to... I mean, it only came out in November and was by one dude. Yeah, I just haven't heard any plans. That's why I'm just wondering if it's actually in the pipeline. I gotta turn on my AC. I'm starting to get a little hot. He's probably gonna have a whole team for the next one. I fucking hope so. You know? And you know what I would love to see? I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I think the art on the the game cover is so cool. If they can somehow, even if it's like in like cutscenes or even if like it's an intro, incorporate that same art style, like I would love to see that, you know? Yeah, it's 71 degrees in here. I don't like things when they're not 66 degrees personally. So we're going to have to change that. Did you see the limited edition box art? So retro. I did see... are you talking about the one with all the clouds around it? Like, it was like kind of like purplish? Because I think I've seen that. It was different than the box art that I have on both Steam and PlayStation, if that's the one you're talking about. It looks more like the in-game art here, right? All right, I love flashbacks that I don't really understand yet. And so the times were darker than ever before. Calamity struck Eldria and threw it into a spiral of terror and fear. Famines, wars, and the Black Death killed hundreds of thousands. Darkness started to guide people's fates, and it was from this darkness that evil manifested itself. Here, I think this is... you shared it? Oh shit! You mean like the actual? Okay, you meant like the Nintendo style? Yeah. See that same art that you have right there. I fucking love that picture. So much so for that. The I don't know if you guys have seen it. You probably didn't. Which is cool. No worries. For this playthrough on YouTube, I kind of grabbed the art and I kind of made my own kind of thumbnail to use on like all these episodes, just because I love that art and I want it to be showcased because it's one of my favorite things about the game. And I know it's just the cover, but what I'm saying is I would really like to see that same art style incorporated in-game in some capacity for the next one. It is said that in the beginning, this evil was nothing but a starving boy. Yeah, hunger's a bitch. But it knew how to satisfy its hunger from the suffering and grief around it. The boy became a man, then a monster, eventually a demon, and finally something beyond anything imaginable. It became a willless force of evil that swept over the land and destroyed everything. Our ancestors, the great heroes around Leonard, faced it, but even they stood no chance against the sheer emptiness. Instead of killing it, they had no choice but to banish the Harbinger into a prison with the help of the Vane. Whew, his speech doesn't seem to have an end. Let him have it. He only gets to do it once a year after all. If it isn't my beloved HO3. How are you faring? I'm doing great, Lord Van? Is it Van? Is it Van? I don't know. I didn't know you'd be here. You're locked up in this place like a nun. There are not many opportunities for me to see my fiancé. Oh, right. How could I forget? I'm already counting the days. It will be the biggest wedding ever given to a maiden. Sounds promising. Getting married is really fun. You can tell she's really into it. Hey, Timothy, let's get out of here. What? I can't stand it here. Neither the speech nor the sky. Van, move. Excuse me. Yeah, that guy's getting a little jealous. Keep hanging out with this guy. Oh, cool. Who doesn't love these puzzles? It's like, whenever I'm down, I come over here and I push orbs into walls. Your lesson in passing these trials won't begin until next year. Oh, don't be like that. I just want to get a taste of it so I don't embarrass myself in front of the others later. That's how you know, like, you're an official maiden. If you can push these balls around, you'll understand what I mean in just a moment. If you pass them, you'll be granted entry and can access equipment and gold that has been deposited for you by the Order. Also, it is there that you can contact our allies, the Vane. They will. I already know all that. Let's get started. Push them balls. All right, so you got to push the red balls into the yellow circles. Oh, fuck you! I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, I have new skills. I can't access them. Damn it. All right, give me the next one. I got this. Fuck you. Boom. Push it. You can't stop me. I'm a fucking fiend. Alright, so these ones. Alright, so I gotta go bop. And then I gotta go bop. Bop, bop. Push it. Fuck you. Oh, it's like I've already done this, because I have. Alright, this one's a little bit more complex. Alright. So what I'm going to do is get this one out of the way. And then I'm going to go here. There. There. Piece of shit! You have to reset it. Alright. That wasn't the right way. Okay. I'm good. I want that one to be there to catch that. Okay. Here, let's just play around with it. That's not going to go anywhere. That's going to be it. Yeah. So that's not the way. Did I say I was really good at these? I was just kidding. Okay. Let's see. So it can't go there. Could hit that, hit that. All right. Oh, no, I have to leave that one. Okay. No, I don't. If I do that... Boom, boom, boom. Could go that way, then that way, then that way, then that way. Then there. Okay, I got it. I got it. Big brains puzzle. Oh yeah, we got this. I have to get it up there first. Oh, but that's the problem. Okay, so if I get it there. Boom, boom, boom. Because it could go right there. No, it can't. It won't work that way. Fuck. Just play around with it. I think it actually might. Oh my god, I'm making that more complicated than it was. I didn't think from there it was going to connect. Alright, so that was my fault. That's another thing with some of them. I've noticed on some of the harder ones, because they do get much harder. I made them more complicated than they had to be. I was trying to use all the pieces and all the barriers and stuff, but I think this guy created some of them where like it looks a lot more complex, and then it's just like, actually no, you just like you connect with two and it goes right through. I'm trying to incorporate. I'm like, there's all these like different like crackable stones. I need to make sure I hit them. No, I don't. Did we hit one of them just now? So that's my problem. I'm just too good at puzzles that I'm actually bad at them. That's my excuse, and that's where I'm leaving it. There's something I need to talk to you about. You look awfully serious. It's about you and me. Len, our relationship is kind of difficult because we both know our love isn't supposed to be. Well, it's okay if you guys only do it in the butt, because then you're still a virgin, right? I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. That didn't come out of my mouth. Next month, you will officially become a teacher of the Leonard Order. A relationship between maiden and teacher is forbidden, and that's why I'm going to stop my training. That butt. Are you mad? You can't. Damn, I'm a virgin. Yes, you have not had sex in your vagina. That's correct. I've never been more sure of a decision. Imagine you marrying Van makes me sick to my stomach. You can't give up your dream for me. Are you guys like hardcore making out? I can't tell. Don't worry, I'm a man of many dreams. I'll marry you and find something different. Hee hee hee. What could those other dreams be, I wonder? You sure about Shrek? You didn't have sex with Shrek, did you? Oh, a lot of everything. Maybe I'll become a bird breeder, or I'll open my own restaurant. That's a... Yeah, this guy's just like, I don't know. Pastry chef? Sanitation worker? Oh, Timothy. Uh-oh. Van's getting pissed. Dude, Van, you are like one of the most fugly pieces of shit I think I've ever seen in this game. And Len just dreamed that whole thing. She's like, what the fuck? New supporters have arrived. They want to speak to Len. They will have to wait. Len is busy having wet dreams right now. And you over there, how are the new supply routes? We have more and more mouths to feed. Everyone is acting as if nothing happened. Well, maybe nothing happened. I imagined it all. Len's death, those huge creatures, or maybe they really did turn back time. And Gwaine, what did he? Glenn, wake up. I've got a problem here. Can you take a look? Yes, of course. You really have a knack for these things. Is that a requirement when you become a pilot? Not really. It's more like a hobby of mine. All right. That should have solved the problem. Great. I'll take it from here again. Thank you, Haku. Thank you for supporting us. Sienna saved my life. Where she goes, I follow. Well, most of the time. I would actually do the same thing. If I met Sienna in real life, I'd become her slave. And never leave her side. So be sure to thank her. Cool. I'll do that. I can't concentrate on anything. I should go ask Sir Victor about Gwaine. Alright. Okay, so we have some stuff to spend. I'm probably just gonna leave it, honestly. Yeah. Learn skills. What do we want to teach you? Water Strike could be good. I'm kind of more about health, though. Let's do that for now. The stat increases are good because a lot of this stuff we're not actually going to like we want to save a lot of like our points for these because these are ultimately like these abilities are going to be what we use more than anything else. What do you want, asshole? Your clan is a ray of hope for us. Please save this land. I feel like if there's any animals in here that don't love me, I'm fucking throwing them in the ocean. Like, straight up. We got a Crimson Wings tattoo. I'm getting a tattoo. In a few months, actually. It's usually the cats. Yeah, the cats are all assholes. But then again, it's kind of like, it makes sense because cats are assholes. Have you ever met a cat that wasn't? What do you want? Have you used my services? Jeez. You're just gonna fucking... No. Where are you getting your tattoo? On my wrist. I was gonna get a sleeve if I could actually stop being a fat piece of shit. As a reward for not being a fat piece of shit. But since I'm still a fat piece of shit and my hot boy summer isn't starting yet, that's postponed until I can get my shit together. Yeah. So. Your wrist, shave your arms. It's probably going to be right here. It's just going to say Fala Ammo. It's off our wedding song. It's a Bring Me the Horizon lyric from the song Mother Tongue. It's a Portuguese saying that means speak love. So yeah, it's totally sentimental. So you can't say anything mean about it. If you do, you're a monster. No. And I do want to get a Yakuza style sleeve, but the one that I have picked out, I'm not going to pull the trigger until I have to work for it. That's what I keep telling myself. So about him, he was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor ever to have taught in Nicaea. You don't even speak Portuguese. Yeah, it's in the song, though. The lead singer of the band wrote it about his wife, who's Portuguese. And it's not about it being in Portuguese more than it's about what it means and what the song means to us, because it's both of our favorite band, and music is like a huge thing that like my wife and I share, and it's like probably like the one constant that we're just about always aligned on, so that's why music is a big deal. You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interested in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wondered if studying was the right path for him. But why do you want to know? Because he's inside my brain. Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? You must be imagining things. No, when we met in Tormund, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there is danger, but other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I have never heard of telepathic abilities in neither humans nor in ours. I understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, how to read, for example, or specific knowledge, but I have no real memories of my previous self, what I looked like, where I lived, nothing. Maybe we should explain a few things to them. You're right. If we explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn. All right. What would you like to talk to me about? There's something we need to tell you. You all look so serious. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Len. Len's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories from a previous life, but you probably could have already guessed that. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Bethraz is actually connected to you, Len. Do Len and I know each other as well? Y'all motherfuckers were lovers, but that's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that has not properly dissolved into the maelstrom, life stream, and has instead passed on into a new body. Your personality, or more specifically your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions, are the result of the experience you have had in this or your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person. Now our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? You remember how Dimebert transferred the souls of... Oh yeah, you guys remember Dimebert. Souls of plants, monsters, and humans. In most cases, they either died or went insane. It would not have happened... It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences, the mind of an adult. Yeah. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism similar to handling trauma that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions, memories. I'm gonna go play Chrono Trigger before bed. Have a good night. Yeah, you too, Arcs. Thanks for coming through. And Chrono Trigger, fantastic game, by the way. Haven't played it in like 15 years. I'm sure they have it. Like, they probably have like a fourth re-released version. Oh, it's your first playthrough? I don't even remember like half the shit, but if you're into retros, like there's not really, I can't really think of a better game to jump into. But yeah, have fun. And well, all this is why we can't tell you anything. We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. We had opened a valve that could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two. These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One is tied to Glenn and the other to you, Len. You are the real reason Bethraz and I came to Volandis. Before we continue, what have you seen in your echo so far, Len? I remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident and my mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonar wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden training towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about. He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no, but apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns. So remember Shambhala, that's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to Shambhala at once? Len, listen, Bathraz is with the Order of Leonar. You are part of this group, at least of what is left of it. Our job is to support you. That's why they sent us here. And what about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything. That's because you suck. Until you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire? That'd be better to discuss with the others. Cool. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala, more so for personal reasons. First, we destroyed this damn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten? And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure that we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Honestly, if that's what Len wishes, then I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her, but Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me. And they are lucky to have the perfect guide in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna? You blabbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is there. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble. Such words from a thief. Then help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going to is full of treasure. You may help yourself. The classic argument, do you really want to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting, but is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you will run into every monster. Without yours truly, you will find this journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? Sheesh. Alright, I'll play as the guide since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you all very much. Shambhala is a group of sky islands that broke away from Hicandria. By my last account, they are northwest of Valandis. Let's rest for today. Okay. I have to level up, everybody. So, can I... Oh, look at this. Okay. So look who it is. It's Killian. He's laying in bed with the bishop because, you know, in order to rise up quickly in the ranks, he had to... I don't know. Do you think he's pitching or do you think he's catching? The bishop kind of seems like he would be more of a catcher personally, but I don't know. He specifically picks young guys to, you know, be his knights. The letter from my parents, I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing has changed at home. How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. The world has nothing to offer you. But soon I will be able to show you a different Eldria. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see, Glenn. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty serious shit, you know? Dude is, like, legitimately whoring himself out to move up in ranks.